I deserve this juice after that fight. Welcome back to Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we made it through more of the Water Temple and fought Dark Link. This time, having conquered ourselves, it's time to continue on through the dungeon. Pretty anticlimactic. Our reward for defeating Dark Link. The Longshot. It's an upgraded hookshot. It extends twice as far. Yeah, our upgrade for the hookshot at long last. By this point in the game, you've definitely been feeling just how limited the hookshot's range is, and now, it's definitely not limited. We're going to equip the Ocarina because there is a time block here, which means we need to play the Song of Time. That'll give us access to this room next. This room just sounds scary.
Link, be careful. Don't get swallowed by the vortexes.
As she said, there are whirlpools in this water that'll pull us down and make us restart the room, so be careful when you're going through here. There's basically two ways to do this. You can use the iron boots or you can risk swimming. The iron boots may seem like the obvious option, but some of the slopes underwater will push you down into the whirlpools, making neither option right or wrong. And honestly, swimming is kind of easier overall. Gonna jump in and start by hugging the left wall. That'll easily get us past the first vortex. Don't worry about the recovery hearts, they're a trick. We're gonna get down here using the iron boots, and don't get too close to that vortex. And make sure you're far enough away that you can still use the Longshot. Using the Longshot, we can easily kill that gold Skulltula from here and get its token. Alright. Going to round this corner very carefully. And from here, we are going to hug the right wall, I believe. That'll get us past this vortex, kind of. If you fight it. Where we can get to this ledge to get our bearings. And there's a fairy, and I'll take it because I just used my blue potion. I'll always take a fairy. I need the Longshot back, though. In here... Okay, we could swim across or use the iron boots to get across. Iron boots are safer here. Just be very careful not to get onto those slopes with the vortexes. From here, we can't press the eye switch using the hookshot, so I'm going to equip the bow. And then, we just need to jump across. I was gonna go in and get the Longshot because I thought, oh, surely I'll need the Longshot to do that, but no, I did not, and I got a small key for my trouble. So that's nice. Can also re-equip the Longshot. And, yeah, I need to remember that it's called the Longshot now and not the hookshot. I mean, it's, you know, it's still the hookshot, but it's a longer hookshot, so, yeah. We're back in the room with the rushing waters, so from here we can easily get back to the main room. Before we worry about what room we're going to be heading through next for progress, we are going to head back into the room that led us to Dark Link in the first place. Because now that we have the Longshot, we can do more in here. But first I'm gonna kill these keys. Because that's what I do. Jump onto this platform, and from here, using the Longshot, we can easily reach and kill the gold Skulltula as well as take its token. If I can target it properly. There we go. 74th one, not bad. Now we are going to head back to the room where we met Princess Ruto. How many times will I have to go back there? Only time will tell. We're only in here so we can lower the water level once again, so yeah. That's the main reason I've been cutting so much in this temple, is just like, so much of it is backtracking, and like, I don't think it makes it worse to play, but I think as a viewing experience it might make it a little worse to watch, is having to go through the whole thing over and over again. just, like, lowering the water level over and over again is kind of boring. Next up, we're going to head back into the central pillar. And use the hook shot to climb up, because we can. And we're going to raise the water level again. That's not the main thing we're doing in this room right now, though. We can actually get higher and higher up now that we have the Longshot, and up there... Well, we don't actually need the Longshot to get higher and higher up, but we can get this gold Skulltula token now because, Jesus, that range is insane. Okay. Yeah, not bad. We're gonna head back into the main room now. We want to lure the Tektites down here so we can kill them real quick because they will be really annoying if we don't. Any day they want to join me down here. They sound really scary when they're, like, above you like that. And when they jump scare you like that. Okay. From here, we're going to want to have the bow and Longshot equipped because there's this golden eye switch. And behind the gate that it opens is a hookshot target. There we go. That's probably the, like, trickiest part of, like, as far as the speed puzzles in here goes. We can now find this block, which, yeah, we are going to pull it back as far as we can. And from there, we are going to go up here. That brings us back to the main room, and we are going to get back there again, real quick. Just barely made it through that time. Now that we have pulled that block that way, we can now push it from here. You can see on the mini-map there's nothing that we're, like, blocking off by pushing it there. So we can just grab this. The small key. Nice. Back to the main room again. This time we are going to be sinking to the bottom, and for this next one you don't need to worry about changing the water level. You just need to be on the bottom, whether you're using the iron boots or, like, actually have the water level this low, but if you're following things in the order I'm doing them at least, you definitely do not have the water level this low. Our target now is the north entrance down here. We haven't entered it yet. And that's because if we did, we would be met with only disappointment. Going through here, we can take off the boots now and find that there is a hookshot target there that only the Longshot can reach. Yeah, so this room is kind of unfortunate every time you find it, as like before you get the Longshot, but we can easily get over here now. God, this room also kind of looks like a Mario Maker level, I'm sorry. Which is to say, it looks like Little Timmy designed it, and that's fine, but it's a little annoying, because Tektites are annoying. Be careful of the whirlpools in here, as with the whirlpool room, and the boulders, because those things mix now, apparently. The Tektites are also annoying because when you grab these ledges, they can hit you and force you back into the water, but whatever, it's easy enough to just ignore them. It'll get us in here. There's stingers in here. We haven't seen these since, I think Jabu Jabu's Belly. We can easily kill them with arrows, but yeah, try to take all these out because once they get out of the water, they are going to be annoying. There we go. They are all dead now. There is a switch down here that we can press, and doing so will raise the water level, but if we step off of it, it'll become a problem. You can see that the wall looks weird over here. So we are going to take our bombs out and then bomb it, because that's what we do to weird-looking walls. And on the other side of the room is a even less suspicious looking wall because it just is like blatantly obviously wrong. Blow it up. Push it through here. Apparently Link swims faster if you press B, which I did not know. because the game does not tell you that at all. It doesn't really, like, do anything for you, but I decided to test it because I remembered seeing that somewhere, and I thought, oh, well, I may as well test it since I'm in a room with deep enough water to test it, and turns out it's true. And I pushed this block in the wrong direction. Oh, man, that's disappointing. Even if you don't mess up like I did, this room has so much, like, annoying back and forth where, like, frequently on replays when I get to this room, I think, okay, I don't want to do this right now. That's gonna be it for now. And then I stop playing the game for whenever that is. Because even now, we've pulled it all the way here. We still need to go back to the other side to push it to the end there, and then back to start pulling it again. It's just annoying. This room sucks. Oh yeah, and you need to go all the way to the other side to push it again after that. Okay. It's pushed down on top of the switch, so the water level is raised a bit more permanently now. And that allows us to get up here. In this room is more geysers we need to jump across, and also tektites. Okay. This isn't the room I thought it was gonna be. I read too much ahead and got confused. That's one thing about my Let's Plays is I think I'm a little over-reliant on my notes. I should know what I'm doing without them, but, I'm trying to get better about it. It's just not happening quite yet. We're stuck down here now because I missed a jump and then I had to fight the tektites and all that. You can just use the Longshot to get back up. And now I can do this. There's no tektites to bother me. See target. Barely make it still, but whatever, we made it, so that's what counts. This room. We are now in one of the alcoves from the room with the rushing water and the boulders, and there is a gold skulltula over here that we can shoot from around this corner and take its token. We want to wait for a boulder to fall, and then wait for it to pass, put on our iron boots, and jump down next to this waterfall. I do kind of like that part of this dungeon, so maybe I can forgive the Mario Maker boulder room. Yeah, I think I can forgive that room because it allows this room to exist. It just feels cool to get behind the waterfall, like, well, not behind the waterfall, but behind the boulder like that. I like it. And we finally made it. We traded a small key for a boss key. And more fairies. I'll take a fourth fairy, I guess. Why not? I'm never gonna die. And another fairy. That's nice. I'm half a heart down. Anytime you want to come back. Thank you. Alright. Well, we have everything we need. It's time to go back to the main room, but I really don't want to go all that way. All that, like, 2 rooms of travel. So I'm just gonna play the Serenade of Water. We are back in the Water Temple. At last. Unfortunately, coming in here doesn't reset the state of the water, so the water level is still going to be lowered, but hey. We're back in the main room, and that's where I wanted to end the video. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. We have the boss key, and it's pretty obvious where the boss room is. We're going to be finishing up here in the Water Temple. See you guys then.